To you Capricorns. So for you Capricorns, right? You have the Magician. You Capricorns have the Five of Swords, and then you Capricorns actually have the Chariot as well. So the situation for you Capricorns is that let me see. Okay, Capricorn. So here's the thing, right? You and somebody were basically butting heads when it came to the difficulties that the two of you have had. You Capricorns were doing your own thing, they were doing their own thing. And what I mean by that is the Magician represents here you are being trying to essentially steer. How do I say this? You Capricorns are trying to be in a connection with somebody, be in a relationship with somebody, or basically doing your own thing. But then it's like the way that you Capricorns, uh, what you Capricorns have been through. Because I'm trying to tell the story from y'all perspective, from your perspective. You basically been doing your own thing, and the situation with you Capricorns is love essentially got wrapped up in it, right? Having a love interest essentially got wrapped up in it. You Capricorns were minding your own business. You were doing your own thing. You were staying focused on what it is that you Capricorns have to stay focused on. And, you know, this goes regard to the ones of you whom this applies to, right? Because some of you Capricorns have actually gotten yourselves into relationships and it's working. Some of this could apply to also some of you Capricorns where you have gotten yourself into this relationship. Now it is that you see that, you know, you and this person are compatible. So whatever it is that honestly fits for you, this is the situation. Because what's happening here is that the Five of Swords and the Chariot represents, but even though you had a love interest and you seem to actually like this person, here's the catch-22. The two of you end up butting heads. And what I mean by that is clashing. Your outlook is different from their outlook. Your values is different from their values. And so the two of you like each other, but the situation with that is the value systems are different. Right? The Chariot, this person, you and this person bumped heads, right? The two of you didn't necessarily see eye to eye. So as a result of that, right? As a result of that, you Capricorns felt like the two of you were off to a rocky start. But then the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles speaks to how, so you're sitting back and you were sitting back and watching them trying to find out what was going on and trying to see if these people were even trustworthy in the first place. And yes, my love. All right, go ahead, my love. You heard? All right, thanks. Appreciate you. Anyway, so the situation with that is that for you Capricorns, like it is I said before, so as of right now, you know, or maybe this already have happened to you, that you are just trying to sit back and see what type of time they're on, trying to observe them, but at the same time still trying to live your life and do your own thing. You still have a life to live, of course. But then you have the Three of Swords and the Emperor. And the Three of Swords speaks to how, but they ain't necessarily reach out to you. They haven't necessarily shown you that they're interested. And see, the Emperor represents how you Capricorns are waiting on them to show you a little bit of interest. So what's going on here with this for you Capricorns is that what I am seeing is that you have some of you Capricorns whom this applies to, right? Because see, here's the thing, right? A lot of times people think that when I'm talking to the zodiac sign, it means that it's one size fits all. That's not necessarily true, okay? When I'm doing my readings, this applies to the zodiac sign whom this scenario applies to. This is the reason why it is that I could do a million tarot readings on Capricorn just alone, and there could be different outcomes, because some of you will experience this, some of you will experience that. So if this doesn't necessarily apply to you, still give the video a watch, give the video a thumbs up. But I'm just letting you know, to be transparent, right? Because at this point, it's not even about views anymore per se. I'm really doing it for the love at this point. You know what I mean? Because like it is, I said before, I took the YouTube ads out of the middle of the videos that I used to have. So at this point, it's just playing at the beginning, right? If you see it, right? So for me, I'm really doing it for the love. I really am. I love doing this, and I love giving you Capricorns your videos, your readings, and everything, talking about the zodiac signs and stuff like this. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, here you Capricorns are trying to be square dealings with this person, and you don't feel like this person is being square dealings with you. You Capricorns feel like this person is essentially running a game with you. And to be quite transparent, they very well might be, but we need to get into this. The Judgment, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles represents, a lot of them are playing games with you. I'm not even going to lie. Because they want to have you in a particular way, and you Capricorns don't want to participate in that. So now it's a situation where you Capricorns are in a particular situation where now you Capricorns are figuring out, like, okay, go after people who go after people where there is compatibility there. And part of compatibility is not just, yes, it is having similar value systems, but it's also about making it easy on you too. Like, a person who has to make it difficult on you, where it's like pulling teeth, that's no bueno. That's not really good, That's not really good. That's not any good. That's no bueno, because that person may like you, but this is what I mean when I say that even though that person may like you, it doesn't necessarily mean that the two of you will end up together. Because they may like you, but then at the same time, they still have this, this delusion of grandeur of, oh, they fine and they don't need to be talking to you. And at the end of the day, it's a front. Chad Ochocinco is talking about it. Shannon Sharp is talking about it. And I'm glad, like I said before, I'm glad that bigger YouTubers are legitimately starting to pick up the game from here. Hopefully they got it from here, but starting to pick up the game, if they heard it from me, or pieces of it if they heard it from me, and really implement it in their videos. And I'm not going to copyright them or try to copyright strike or any of that goofy stuff, because it's not about hogging it. It's about really sharing the information, because it's a front at the end of the day. It's a front. And how I know that it's a front is because, my dear Capricorns, I've been in so many situations where people will act a completely different way inside of my home, and then will act differently outside of my home. Inside of my home, they let me touch hands with them and hold hands and whatever else. And then outside of my home, it's like, some of my homies, right? Some of my road dogs, we cool, we playing video games, we cool, but then they talking trash about me behind my back. But then they don't mind, they don't mind giving me 10, 20 different video games for free. But then they talking trash about me behind my back. You understand what I'm saying? It's a game. And if people want to play that game, that's cool. But you Capricorns have to set the standard. This is part of, I ain't gonna say the whole reason why, but this is a little piece, because there's many different reasons why. But this is the reason why it is that I encourage you Capricorns to be combative a little bit sometimes when it's necessary. More so specifically when it is necessary, because things don't make sense. If you Capricorns are in a situation, right, where See, what I talk about here on my channel is freedom and being able to actually get to where it is that you want to go in an ethical fashion, but not necessarily a moralistic fashion, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that for you Capricorns, you should be asking questions to individuals that are not serious, where it's like the two of you are supposed to hang out and are not really ever serious. They're unable to keep their word, you know? So basically, you tried to see what's up with them. You ended up having to cut them off because you tried to see what's up with them. The two of you are incompatible. You know, so let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Two of Swords, Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles. For you Capricorns. So the situation for you Capricorns is this, right? So the Ten of Pentacles speaks to how you Capricorns will go interact or engage with people that give you value back. And I strongly suggest that you Capricorns do. Don't spend your time wasting it on people where they're just talking about they ain't gonna do anything, they ain't gonna do this, they ain't gonna do that, they ain't gonna do this, they don't do anything. Don't waste your time on those types of people. You know, because one thing that I'm starting to see myself and kind of peep game on and get better zoned into, focused on, is I'm focusing on people who focusing on me back. I'm focusing on people who gives me reciprocity, you know, immediately. And what I mean when I say immediately, I'm talking about they're following me back. If I follow them, they follow back. I get their numbers, you know. Whenever it is that I reach out to them, which ain't gonna be too much to bother them, but I'll reach out. They talk well with me. It's not this stuck up fronting, oh, you're beneath me. Again, here we go with this level talk. And the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, again, go after people who show you reciprocity. You know, go after people who show you reciprocity. And if they don't, if the two of you are incompatible after a certain amount of time, guess what you do? You move on. And then you find someone else that essentially makes it easy on you. Relationships should not normally be difficult. If you, my dear Capricorns, are speaking to somebody and it's like pulling teeth, it's difficult. This is what I mean when I say don't force it. It's like difficult. Yeah, that's a dub. Because once again, to ease your mind, they do like you. Because they wouldn't be associating themselves with you at all if they didn't, if they truly didn't. So they do like you. The situation with that is that even though they like you, they're still, they have this complex. They have this superiority complex. Their mentality is, oh, you shouldn't be able to pull me, right? I'm on a different level. This is the reason why it is that I say that I'm a Sigma, because I personally, and I hope YouTube don't hit me for this, but I can't stand the level talk. Trying to control people and trying to, you know, passive aggressively control people and it's this impression, this implication, right? They're implying that you're not on my level. You shouldn't be able to pull me. What are we talking about? And this is why it is that I say that, this is the reason why it is that I say that stuff like hypergamy and all of that is hogwash, because I've seen the bummiest individuals. And when I say a bum, I'm talking about a lazy, shiftless individual that's not going anywhere in life. Pull fine individuals. And it's like, come on, yo, like, you know, maybe you'll hear about them cheating on the person that they pulled with somebody else. And it's like, what screams hypergamy about that? What screams elevation about that? What screams elevation about that? Is this person like doing something well? So the situation for you Capricorns is, don't let people have you chasing up on after them. The Queen of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, you stand your ground. Show them interest. Question is, do they show you back interest? If they show you back interest, and it's not like this weird game of, oh, I'm, every now and again I'll show you interest, but not really, then that's how it is that you know that you have a good chance of really linking up with this person and starting something with them. But other than that, you Capricorns are doing a great job because y'all are staying clear from the goofies, and continue to stay clear from them. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We're actually coming up on 20,000. Smash the subscribe button, like button, hit the notification bell. Set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Come through and get a personal reading from me. That way I can keep the channel going. If you need any help understanding this or anything else that you need help with, feel free to get any one of my books that are on Amazon.com. It's in the Linktree link, or you can come through and get a personal reading from me. Peace.